When taking a flight with Condor, you might be wondering if you should get a vegan meal on the plane or if you should rather bring your own food or look for vegan options at the airport. I tried both vegan food on the plane and at the airport, so you can decide for yourself whether the steep prices are worth it or whether you prefer to bring a pre-cooked meal with you in advance. As you can see, I'm at the Tenerife South Airport right now. While the Canary Islands are technically part of Spain, geographically they aren't exactly close to Europe. Chances are, if you want to visit, you'll be coming by plane. I recently went on a trip to Germany and Spain, and while I actually returned by ferry, I did take a flight to Munich first. So let's have a look at the footage from the day of the flight. Okay, so this is the coolest thing ever because I wasn't sure when they would serve the vegan food that I had ordered on the plane. So I was looking for vegan options at the airport itself, and before the security check I didn't really find anything. Maybe with a bit more time or knowing where to look for vegan options it would have been something. But after passing the security check, here's this bar and they actually do have vegan wraps and vegan sandwiches. And I'm not sure if you can see this, but it appears to be some sort of mock meat chicken type of wrap. So yeah, that's really good. And for $6.95, that's actually a solid option. So I'm gonna have that here, but you could also take it on the plane with you if you don't want to order the Condor menu. So let's try this out and let's see if the wrap is gonna be the better option or the menu on board. Yeah, this is actually quite nice. It definitely has some type of vegan nuggets on there, some vegan mayonnaise. So obviously it's airport prices, but I think it's great that they do have a vegan option at all. And considering I didn't expect any vegan options at this type of bar, this is actually really good. There were also some vending machines with some sandwiches and those kind of things, but all of them seem to have some type of fish or meat or egg or cheese on it. So yeah, that was the first option that I came across and I would definitely recommend it. So I'm just about to board the plane. Let's see what the Condor vegan food is gonna be like. And I made it, I'm on board the plane. It's almost 1 p.m. right now. It's only an about 4-hour flight. I'm not sure at what time the food's gonna be served, but I'll keep you updated once we've gotten our menu. There was only one vegan option available, which was the Indian lentil dal. It's priced at 10.99 euros, which to me didn't seem too expensive considering it's a hot meal and it's airplane prices. Also, apparently German PETA has awarded this dish with the Vegan Travel Award in 2022 for the best vegan airplane food. So I was quite curious to find out if the award was actually deserved. So just a quick disclaimer from when I'm editing this video. In the clips recorded on the plane, I do sound kind of drunk. I'm not actually drunk though, I just have a really bad fear of flights. So I had to take some quite strong medication in order to stay calm whilst on the plane, which is why I am quite knocked out in those recordings. Okay, so this was a little disappointing. They just brought the vegan menu and it came with this really nice looking dessert with those nice little muffin type baked goods, and they looked really nice, but I was a bit suspicious because I hadn't seen anything about vegan dessert on their webpage. So I made sure and I asked them, and it turned out that the dessert was in fact not vegan. On the bottom of the box there were also labels saying that it included both dairy and eggs. So that's something to keep in mind, just like when you're ordering the vegan menu, you double check and make sure that no animal products are included.
Ich wollte mich erkundigen, ob die süßen Teile, die da dabei waren, ob die auch vegan sind, weil ich ja das vegane Menü bestellt hatte und wusste jetzt nicht, ob das...
Kann ich Ihnen, sind die vegan? Wie jetzt der Nachtisch, also der Praline, den tut nichts, oder?
Dann würde ich das zurückgeben, weil das... Ich habe im Katalog gesehen, da gab es glaube ich so vegane Fruchtgummis, oder? Ja, ich glaube, dann würde ich die sehr gerne, ja.
Noch was dazu?
Nee, danke schön.
Okay, so to make up for the missing dessert, I ended up getting these vegan fruit gummies. And yeah, a little disappointed that while the menu itself was vegan, the whole menu, including dessert and all, was not. And also, it's a bit disappointing that they wouldn't watch out for that when people are ordering the vegan menu. But now you know, let's try what the food tastes like. Okay, yeah, this tastes nice, but I do need to say that considering the price, considering we've paid 10 euros just for this meal, and now without even having the dessert included in the price, this could just have a bit more things in them, like maybe add some mock meats, maybe add some, I don't know, maybe add something just to make it more interesting, especially considering how many meat-based menu options there were. I feel like this isn't badly done at all, but there's also lots of room for improvement, especially considering that this has also won a prize. I would have imagined something a bit more impressive. Looking back, basically the meal wasn't bad at all, and if you want the convenience of not having to prepare or purchase food beforehand to bring with you on your flight, this is a solid option. However, I don't really think the meal was worth the €10.99 I paid for it. It wasn't really that filling, and also considering all the variety of non-vegan options Condor has on their menu, I feel like they could at least offer a second vegan option to provide a bit more choice when it comes to vegan meals. Also, it feels a bit unfair that the menu would have included a free dessert, but for vegans there simply wasn't any dessert at all. Like, I'm paying the same price as everyone else who's getting a menu, but unlike everyone else, I'm simply not getting any dessert. I had to spend an extra €3.20 to get the vegan fruit gums. So the least Condor could do would be automatically serving the vegan menu with the vegan dessert option. In the little catalog that I had on board, there would have also been a vegan lasagna for €8.90, but considering that this included just the lasagna and the portion seemed to be quite small, this wasn't an option I really wanted to consider. I feel like the wrap I had gotten for €6.95 at the Tenerife South Airport was more worth it. But of course, depending on the airport you'll be leaving from, you might not necessarily have an option like that. And the price is still quite steep for a meal that won't last you very long. Your best choice would probably be either preparing some food yourself or getting some meal on the go the day before the flight. If you want some tips on supermarkets and restaurants offering vegan options here in Tenerife, I have a separate video on that topic. If you are interested in more specific tips on what you could take with you onto the plane, or if you want me to look for more vegan options at the Tenerife South Airport before check-in, let me know in the comments below and I will make a separate video exploring Tenerife South Airport in more depth. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to subscribe to my channel. And if you are interested in more videos about my journey to mainland Spain and traveling back to the Canary Islands by ship, stay tuned. I have documented the whole trip and found some really nice vegan restaurants on the way. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.